Good morning. Welcome back to the Divine Now. So excited to be with you again. And this morning, I'd like to share some thoughts around the idea of judgment. I noticed just recently that I was finding myself being very judgmental towards other people and critical. And typically, I try to refrain from being judgmental. And we're always making judgments about things. The act of judgment is actually a survival tool that we acquired from our evolutionary past. Just you have to be able to judge when something might be dangerous or judge when something is not safe when you're in a hostile environment for survival. So we have it wired in us to make certain judgments. But the type of judgment that I'm referring to is just judgment about people. And I noticed that I would be just inwardly judgmental about what somebody was wearing or how somebody was driving or how someone looked. And I just found myself being very critical. And I thought to myself, where is that coming from? Why am I being so critical? And I was reminded of a teaching that someone taught a while ago that I'd heard that oftentimes when people are judgmental towards others, it's really because there's something inside themselves that they have not settled with. So somebody once said that what you see in others is actually in you. It's this whole idea of what we recognize in someone else. It's actually inside of us, and we may not even be aware of it. So I decided to just get alone with myself and get quiet and listen to what would come forth. And I realized that there were so many things within myself that I had made judgments about, things that I was dissatisfied with, things, and there, I won't list those things, but there are a list of things that just kind of came to mind that I realized that inwardly I was judging myself for, and I was being harsh on myself. And I decided, you know what? I needed to accept the things that I find difficult, that I find troubling about my life, things that I might not be satisfied with, and be kinder to myself and be more compassionate and be more giving and be more trusting and less judgmental. And as I began to itemize those things that I was dealing with beneath the surface, I found myself softening towards others. I found myself not wanting to judge anyone else as I was being kinder to myself. It's this whole notion that love begats love. And so when we are loving ourselves, when we are fully embracing ourselves, it's difficult to be hard on other people because love has this. There are these connecting points where if I love myself, I am able to love others, and then that love begins to expand outward. So I had this realization that it wasn't really even about the people that I was judging as much as it was about me needing to take the mirror of life and looking into it and seeing myself, not harshly, not condemningly, but lovingly, because love is really the transforming power, not shame, not guilt. Love is the power that transforms. So I began to just work with that, and I found myself getting softer towards other people. So my take home for that is that when you find yourself being hard on people inwardly, instead of making it about those people, make it about you. Sit with yourself. It's almost like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. When the evil queen discovered that she was no longer the fairest in the land and that Snow White was more beautiful, she really took that very hard. She couldn't handle what the mirror was telling her, and so she went out and began to try to destroy Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It really wasn't about Snow White, nor was it about the Seven Dwarfs. It was about her own insecurities that she had to face, that she didn't have the courage or the ability to deal with. So there's a life lesson there that we can participate in. When you find yourself critical of others, slow down, stop, pause, and listen to yourself and spend time with you. and figure out where you need to be loved. And when you give yourself that love, something transforms, something shifts, even if it's just but for a moment. And you'll find yourself being a lot kinder towards those that you were once critical towards. I'll close with this. There's a story in the Gospels where Jesus is with the Pharisees, and they bring before Jesus this woman who is caught in adultery, and they want to know what Jesus is going to do with her. In the Old Testament, she was supposed to be stoned. But here's what Jesus says. He says, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And then he begins to write in the dirt. And one by one, those Pharisees walk away. And then Jesus is alone with the woman caught in adultery, caught in a sin. And what's powerful about that story is that instead of throwing stones, he offers her comfort. He offers her acceptance. He says to her, "Where are your accusers?" And she says, "I don't know. They all left." And he says something very profound. "Neither do I accuse you. Go and sin no more." Love is a powerful releasing process. When we let go of our stones, when we empty our bag of stones and just really work on ourselves, we are able to become love agents in this world as opposed to those who are accusing others. So, namaste to you. Blessings and peace. I hope something I've said have encouraged you. If you like this, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good stuff. Peace to you, and namaste.